Hi everyone. My name is Alexandr Korol. I write books. I started writing back in 2006 when I was 16 years old. In 2010, I published my first book, and I've been writing books ever since. I've written more than 20 books so far. Right now, I'm working on the 5th, 6th, and 7th volumes of my novel Alternative History. It's a very unusual novel, very specific, with a very unique author's approach. Honestly, it was hard to write this novel. Before that, I also tried writing a fairy tale, and all of this is pretty difficult, switching between perspectives, first person, author's voice, third person, controlling all of that was really hard for me. On top of that, it's the 21st century now, and I've always used a format that's kind of like getting a text message or a message on social media, where you read it and it feels like it's addressed directly to you, like a personal message. And I decided to make that part of my author style, since I originally started writing by keeping a diary back in 2006, and I still keep it to this day. I decided to make the novel Alternative History a first-person novel. Because of that, some people might get a little confused, since in this novel the main character talks about how he's writing a book, about what's happening to him, and he openly talks about how he's writing the 5th, 6th, or 7th volume. So readers might think this is my personal story, that I'm talking about myself. But I want you to respect these boundaries and not get confused. Boundaries are very important. They're important for a reason. The most popular symbol in the world is the cross. It represents boundaries. I just wanted to remind you of that. Why they exist and what they're for. I decided to create a new, unusual way of presenting my work. Right now, I'm working on my books, and I also want to film this process on video at the same time. I'll be answering questions as the character from the book. Questions from readers, but that's not me. That's the book. Later, all of this will become part of the book. I'm just giving you a chance to peek behind the scenes and see how I work on the next volume of Alternative History. Do you get what I mean? In the near future, I'll be posting videos on social media where the main character is not me personally. I'm just an ordinary person, Alexandr. What I mean is, the main character of the book will be answering questions about the books he's writing, because my novel Alternative History is about a writer. So I want to warn you in advance, when I start posting a whole bunch of videos, those videos are basically, in quotes, like a series or a movie. There's no need to try to reach this character, to warn him about something or argue with him. It's just a book in video format. I'll be posting videos where the character from the book, who is himself a writer, explains things to the readers. He explains what the first volume is about, what happened to him there, what the second volume is about, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, and so on. And it's all just a show. When you watch a TV series or a movie where, for example, the main character is a banker and someone tries to rob his bank, you understand that you shouldn't message the actor and warn him about it, right? In real life, he's just an actor. In the movie, he's a banker. And in my book, there's a character named Alexandr Korol. In my novel, and in all my other books, that's just a fictional character, and I really want these boundaries to be respected. That's extremely important. Who am I as the author? I'm a writer. Just a regular person who writes books in an unusual, more realistic format, so the reader can immerse themselves in the book like it's real life. That's just my approach. Why not? But if you ever see me on the street, please don't ask me personal questions that you'd want to ask the character. You can ask me questions as the author, sure, and I'll answer you as the author, not as the character. Those are two different things. As the author, I'm just Sasha. The character from the book is Alexandr Korol, a writer who's writing a novel. I'm writing a novel, and he's writing a novel inside the novel. Do you see how that works? That's my approach. So I've warned you in advance. When different videos related to my book start coming out, and you see a guy who looks like me saying, for example, you have to wear a black hoodie when you're in the underground kingdom, that's not me talking, that's the character from the book talking about what happened to him in the novel Alternative History. Okay. Alright. I hope you understand. So when you comment on these videos, you're commenting on my novel, not on me. You can ask the character things like, why did this happen to you? What are you going to do next? And later, when I'm filming videos in character and working on the next part of the novel, I can record another video and answer your question, not as the author, but as the character from the book, if that kind of interaction interests you. And again, I'm just a writer. My name is Alexandr Korol. It's the year 2025, and I'm currently working on the 5th, 6th, and 7th volumes, all at the same time. Today I worked on the 6th volume, and tonight I'll be working on the 7th. So enjoy diving into my novel Alternative History. I've made it even more realistic, or rather, I'm still making it that way. It's a first-person novel with a lot of events that are taken straight from real life. You read it and it feels like you're reading a newspaper or a message that's addressed directly to you. That's what makes it great. And the videos will be in the same format. I'm basically just letting you peek behind the scenes. In reality, these videos are me, as a writer, dictating the next book into a voice recorder, breaking down all the volumes of alternative history from the 1st to the 5th. I just decided to set up a camera as well and let you watch. Why not? What's the difference? I'm sitting there with microphones anyway. But once I dictate all of this, it goes straight into the book. That's why, in those moments, I'm already in character, as the main character of the novel. And once I'm done, I step out of that role and become a regular person again, just like you. Enjoy the experience. Thank you for your understanding. I hope you didn't get confused. Bye everyone.